Right, welcome to RCC Adventures, guys. So, on this one we are changing the pads, possibly the discs as well, depending on how much time we have. The discs do have a bit of a lip, so they do need changing, but it's whether we've got time to do it. So I've undone the wheel, but not all the way obviously. You don't want it falling off whilst the car's still on the ground. Now I've got to get it high enough to get the axle stand under. You might hear some ruffling kind of noises. And it's high enough actually. So I can get it underneath the subframe. A bit higher still. Do my jacket up so the microphone didn't go flying around. Better. That's why that was uncomfortable. I had a massive stone under my shoulder. Alright. Right, so the axle stands under. We'll do a side at a time. Okay, so we now are on the axle stand and it's nicely secure. Now we can take the wheel off. Starting with the locking wheel nut. Right, so we've taken the spacer off so we can get to the disc. So obviously the spacer's on there because of the type of wheels. We want to try and undo the caliper, get the caliper out of the way to get the pads out. Of course we're replacing the discs as well. So just finding the correct size Allen key. What's it? Big that.
Knock that, shock it off after you.
Minnie!
Mary! Oi!
No, it needs to be bigger.
What, bigger ending?
Yeah.
That's
It should be in the thing.
Minnie's really trying her luck today, isn't she?
Oh yeah. Here's one, isn't it? Yeah.
found it.
Right, so that's the Allen key for the caliper. Manner of things happening, because the front end of Ron is going back on, as you would have seen in the last video. And now we're doing the work on this. Just waiting. Waiting and waiting. So this is us undoing the thing.
Previous to that we were doing the screw.
Yes.
I don't think I was actually filming at that point.
Have you got your big swan necks here? Not out here, no?
No. Turns out I already had one. Right, let's try that now. That should be the right way. That went. Well, can I see my finger a bit too? Don't know why Volkswagen went to using Allen keys for everything instead of.
They all went like that.
Yeah, I don't know why they did
It
it.
could be worse, it could be torque bolt.
That's true. Oh god, that was close. Nearly took the finger out again. That would have been worse as well. A lot more painful.
Oh, hiya. So after doing the hopefully sorting the brakes out on the Smart, we noticed that both headlights were full of condensation. I don't know if you can see that. So I've already done that one, which I managed to take the glass off. I've given it a wipe and dried it out inside, and I've also, like this, drilled some holes in the bottom to get the, hopefully that the condensation's got somewhere to go. But the seals around here are pretty rubbish, so I'll put some insulation tape on, but it don't seem to be doing a very good job, to be fair. I'll have to get something else, just to try and stop any more moisture getting in. But I can't take the glass off of this one because these clips that hold it are just breaking up. It's got so brittle over the years. I just can't, they're just breaking, so I can't get the glass off to dry it. So fingers crossed, the holes, which is a good little bodgery, hopefully the holes, excuse me, will allow the condensation to evaporate away. So we'll see. If later on when you see the Smart driving around and it's got a lot of water in the headlights, it hasn't worked, we need to get new ones. Right, so yeah, I think it's a case of now putting the thing together, and water's just dripping out of this. Okay, update soon again.
That is cover out of the way. Just trying to get the pads out as well. Because there is some life left, but they ain't going to last very long. That's out of the way as well. Need a cable tie. So I'll push in piston now as well. Whilst we're at it. I'll try to. Not gone to what I did. There we go. Not there in the end. Right. And whilst you do that, you undo your reservoir at the top, and then you ain't going to burst your seals. So our shiny new caliper, not caliper, what am I on about? Disc. Shiny new disc. We have to clean the surface on this. We come with a coating. Right, touch the middle. Put it on my leg like that. Like that, you know what I mean? Just using brake cleaner.
Like she sounds, yeah,
Yeah, Josh, is it?
Yeah.
I need that screw, whatever Jeff did with it. Right, so on this one we're putting the screw back in for the disc, which ideally we should be replacing that screw, but it's a bit naff. But it'll do for now. Right, so that's the screw back in place. Now we can do the pads. So I need the small box of pads behind, please. And whilst we're at this point, if you could subscribe to the channel. I know I keep asking you every time, but you know, a lot of you don't seem to be doing it, so please. One set of lovely new paddy wellies. Are they both the same? Yeah, okay. They look okay. I do. I promise you, I do. Well, we could use copper grease that they provide with pads, or we can use the copper grease that we've got. And it's literally so when it's in the little channels here that they don't squeak. When you put on copper grease, make sure you don't touch the surface of the pad because then it's completely redundant. Completely nonchalant rubbish.
Washing the car already?
No, just going to top up the coolant. Top up the coolant.
I need some cutters.
What, soy cutters?
Soy cutters.
What are they for?
Cut the cable tie, I'll put the caliper out.
Oh.
It's only there for a second, but you know. So if you look, they are identical. Apart from this is really, really, really worn and dirty and horrible. And the new one isn't. But yes, once I've got the old side cutters, I can cut the cable tie and then we can do the job. Carry on. Once we've done this side, we'll do the other front and then job done. Taking them up, sir. That way.
Copper slip?
Yes, there. It's got a non-slip back, so I don't need to do the sides. So you get that inside the piston. That's one side. Come here. Come here. It's got an ABS plug. Which does not count on this situation. It's not an ABS plug, it's for the depth of pad. It doesn't apply here. Right, slight change of pad. Changing the pad because this has a pad indicator on it, cable, which will be the other side. And you put a bit of non-slip in there, making sure we're not putting it on the surface.
Yeah, it was a bit rain coming down.
Was it?
Yeah.
We had a lot of there was heavy rain last night. Because I found it hadn't rained. We ran out
I'll do the same on that side.
I looked at the bucket and we had to go. Bloody thing half full.
There we go. Right, we can now ties this into position. Because we put the pasty in it, the pasty in, the piston should be nice and easy. Get the bolts to line up. Behave in a minute. Do with a little bit of copper grease themselves. Stop rolling.
Yeah. Oh, you'll get used to it.
Early to bed, early to rise.
You'll get used to it.
As we don't know how long these have been in situ. Nice little coating. Millie always is trying to get out in the car park for some strange reason. And she always goes the same direction as well. She doesn't come to one of us, she just walks halfway down the car park.
I've escaped.
It's like, yeah, I'm outside, and now what do I do?
And now I'm back in again.
Yeah. She thinks it's a game, that's the problem.
All that hard work trying to get yourself out, then she gets herself straight back in again.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll get it up.
Right, once we've done this up, then this side is done. And then we move on to the next side. But, because you've now seen in length, not in depth, but in length, what it's like to change brakes on a Beetle, then we won't carry on. But, as you can see, it's fairly simple. Sometimes things do take time, depending on how long it ago that they were replaced.
One looks like Ron again.
Oh, you got his front on, has he?
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, I'm going to sign off there, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. So please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Get this this channel going. You know what I mean? And yeah, see you later.